Colm Burke.
Thank you. I too would like to join with colleagues in congratulating those who have got elected in the local elections and to wish them well for the next 5 years. I think it's also important that we thank the people who retired out in this prior to this election, who have made a contribution over a long number of years, many of them. Some of them may have only served one term, others may have served a number of terms and have made a contribution not only to the local council but also to their local community. And I think we need to acknowledge the work that they have done and the contribution that they have made, and also to those who ran in the local elections who weren't successful, especially outgoing councillors. It is a very difficult one to face into when someone loses out in an election, but I think in fairness we should acknowledge the contribution that they have made and the contribution of all the people who put themselves forward to the democratic system. I think one of the things we may look at now, and it's interesting the way Irish people are looking at the whole contributions that are being made in the House of Commons, and wondering how some of these people ever got elected. At least in Irish system, if you don't get the person you voted number 1 elected, your vote goes on to number 2, number 3, number 4, whatever. So it goes down the line, and I think it's a far better system that we have. And we might criticise it sometimes, but I think it is a far better system. Could I also mention the issue in relation to army pay, Defence Force pay? I think it's something that really needs to be tackled. As someone who has acted for members of, in a legal capacity for members of the Defence Forces over the years, I can remember when someone who was working in the Defence Forces just as an ordinary member of the Defence Forces being able to buy a 3-bedroomed house. There is no way now that someone who is working in the Defence Forces can afford to buy a property on the income that they're earning. And I think we really need to look at this issue. We need to bring forward serious recommendations which will encourage people to stay on, but also encourage new people to join. And in particular, I think we are now in a situation where we have full employment, where we're competing with in the jobs market to retain very good people, and I think therefore we have to make sure we pay the appropriate remuneration for the work that they are doing. And I think it's something that we really need to come to a conclusion with at the earliest possible date.
Thank you.